Well, history will come to life this weekend at Tipton Haynes State Historic site in Johnson City. A Walk in Their Boots Living History group is planning an event to help the community see what it was like to be a soldier in the field. Joining us now with more are Jeffery Campbell and Rob Richmond. Great to have both of you on the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
And thank you for kind of letting us experience what that day is going to be like. Of course, your big event coming up on Saturday. You've been doing this for a few years now.
Yes, this is actually going to be our 14th year.
14th year.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about, I love that you do it there at Tipton Haynes. It makes so much sense. You really bring this past history to life for people that are getting a chance to participate.
Right, that is our goal. We hope to allow the people to come in and experience a day in the life of the soldier. So we represent from Revolutionary War through more modern times as I'm wearing.
And you said that's really important, is to bring folks through the generations so they can see the difference that it was from the past to where we are now.
Right, you can kind of do a compare and contrast between the evolution of the gear, the equipment, the uniforms, of course.
Yeah. And as we see quite a difference in generations here from one uniform to the next, what's it like for you to participate and being in that certain time period?
It's education for students. A lot of them don't know the things that a soldier would have carried, at that time period. And we do a lot of education. It's educating the public and, students.
And for you, seeing students and talking to them and sharing that information, I'm sure their eyes get this big, what's that like?
Right, and it's, we're coming up on the 250th anniversary of the country next year, plus this past year was the 250th anniversary of the Army, and they're just in awe of some of the things that, we show them and tell them.
And it really is an awe moment, because you really bring in a lot of different things, the people, but also the machinery and the equipment, the vehicles.
Yes, actually, we all of that kind of helps tell the story of not just the military itself and just the military side, but the story of the people, the men and women that have served our country, throughout this history.
And you also have some events on Friday for students. Kind of tell me a little bit about what you're planning and how our viewers can get involved.
Well, earlier in the week we actually have an educational day for students, and on Friday, Friday is a chance to really kind of come in on a more relaxed atmosphere. It's a little more laid back, and homeschool groups can still sign up or just basically come in on Friday to have a little more up close and personal time with the living historians and any questions that they have, and it's just a little more intimate setting. And
then on Saturday?
The main event, of course, battle recreations, weapons demonstrations, there'll be vehicle demonstrations, and basically just all the encampments and people being able to walk through, see the gear, feel the equipment, so forth, so on, talk to the living historians, and basically ask questions about perhaps things they want to know, or what their own family members, and their service. Sometimes we're able to tell them about that.
And of course, all staying true to the name of your organization, A Walk in Their Boots, trying to get people to understand the sacrifices that were made and continue to be made.
Exactly. It's a chance to walk in their boots, a day in the life of a soldier in the field.
Yeah, quite an event. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. We're going to give everybody the information again. This is coming up Saturday. They're at Tipton Haynes Historic Site in Johnson City. Everything kicking off Saturday morning at 9. It will continue through the day to wrap up about 4:30. For more information on the organization as well, you can always check out their website.